Psych Perspectives, GeoFucks in the building. And it's only right that I hit y'all with some commentary regarding what's going on with Jay-Z and the NFL and Colin Kaepernick and all the black people on Twitter and in the social justice world and community building, community organizing. So Jay-Z has struck a deal with the NFL, the National Football League. If you recall, 3 years ago, Colin Kaepernick started a peaceful, silent protest where all he did was kneel when it came to the national anthem, and it sparked a lot of controversy because, you know, in America, 3 Ks, even though we like to talk about freedom of speech, freedom to assemble, and this, that, and the other, we really don't want people that are non-white, cis, heterosexual, cisgendered men to participate in actually having those rights. So all he did was peacefully, silently protest by kneeling during the national anthem for the country. And he was doing so in protest to the police brutality that plagues African Americans, black people, particularly black men. This isn't to say that black women are not victims of police brutality, but particularly when we look at police brutality, it's often black cisgendered men who are being shot down, murdered, slaughtered, beaten, killed, tased, choked to death, you name it, okay? So he was doing a peaceful protest. Fast forward 3 years later to August 2019, and Jay-Z strikes a deal with the NFL to do some social justice activism work. And there's a lot of mixed feelings around that. A lot of people feel like Jay-Z is an opportunist and he's a black capitalist. So a lot of the social justice folks and activists and social justice oriented people are up in arms about that. And then there's a lot of people who are, you know, commending Jay-Z for his activism work and his economic work and his capitalism. And there's a lot of people who think that, hey, this might be a pathway to social justice, equity, reparations, you know, better outlooks for, you know, black people and African American people in the NFL. But there's still a lot of uncertainty around this. So I just want to speak on my personal opinion. Some of you might like this, some of you might hate this, some of you might not care. But for me personally, you know, I've been in the activist world on a serious tip since 2013. When I was 20, turning 21 is when I really got into it. Before that, I was doing social justice, but more so like when I was in high school, because I was a part of different student organizations, and then also, you know, speaking my mind and doing YouTube videos. But 2013 is when I got on the ground with it, actually physically doing things. And my thing is this, Jay-Z. My thing is this. Are you going to make sure that, you know, are you going to look out for Colin Kaepernick? Are you going to help him get a deal with the NFL to either go back into being a quarterback and being a player again? I mean, hell, we could totally use Colin Kaepernick in Detroit, Michigan with the Detroit Lions, because our quarterback sucks ass and has been sucking ass for what, 8 years or so. So we could use a new quarterback. Are you going to help Colin Kaepernick get back in, or is Colin Kaepernick going to get a management position within the NFL, or is he going to get a management position with Live Nation, which Jay-Z is over? You know what I mean? Are you going to look out for Colin, or is this just, what is this really about? Also, I'm interested in seeing what type of social justice, activism, partnership, opportunities, programs, facilitations that Jay-Z is going to do with the NFL. When you go on Twitter, you know, you got a lot of different, you know, perspectives. Some people are like, fuck Jay-Z, he's a black capitalist. And then others are like, well, let's wait and see. Let's still commend him because he's a black billionaire. Let's wait and see. Now, I'm just going to say this. You know, from my college background, my education, and also my experience, in my humble opinion, capitalism is not going to help black people. It's going to help very few black folks, just like it helps very few white folks. Because the way capitalism is structured, there's going to be very few at the top, and the vast majority of us are what? At the bottom. Okay, paycheck to paycheck, working 2 and 3 jobs to barely make ends meet. Okay, so I don't really see capitalism being a tool to uplift black folks or anybody up, to be honest. So I'm not finna sit up here and do all the, but he's a billionaire. But then on the flip side, y'all gonna hate me for this too. It's also not Jay-Z's job to carry the black race. It's not his job. Yes, in a thoughtful, caring, loving, perfect world, if you have more resources that you are able to, you have more than enough for you and your family, why not share? Why not redistribute the wealth and the resources back into the community so everybody can eat 3-course meals each day? But we all know the way capitalism works, that is not how capitalism functions. That's how socialism and egalitarian societies function, but not in a capitalist society. I'm just being real, okay? And I also feel like a lot of black folks, y'all might hate me for this too, I feel like a lot of black folks are constantly looking for this savior, and it's like y'all have this savior complex down pat. Y'all sitting up here waiting for a chosen person to somehow save the black community, the black race. And again, it's no one person's job to carry an entire race of people, an entire culture of people. Save your damn selves, okay? So some of y'all gonna hate me for saying that, but I get tired of that shit, because you really are expecting a person to carry the entire race and save you, and that's not their job. And a lot of you are asking others for what you yourself won't do. So what come on, folks. But you know, I get both sides though. You know, I'm able to look at the pros, the cons, and see both sides. But I'm just saying, I'm not finna get too invested in this. Like I said, I done took me a nice hiatus from a lot of the social justice activism work that I used to partake in, because for me personally, it was destroying my mental and physical health. I saw things up close in person, and it turned me away, and I'm taking care of me right now. But anyways, I just want to put my 2 cents in it. Let me know what y'all think in the comment box below. But again, we'll see how it turns out.